I watched them for hours and hours and hours. What you watch during Cove?
Survivor. I became a huge Survivor fan over COVID.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, where was I the last like 20 years? This is great. So I watched tons of seasons.
That was that's the first ever reality show, followed by, if you remember this, Temptation Island on Fox.
I remember hearing about it.
The second ever reality TV show, pretty much. Temptation Island.
Wow, how about it?
Remember sitting back in my old home on George Street in Old Forge at the old Tube TV back in 98, 97, 98. Brian, you remember Temptation Island?
I do remember Temptation Island, yeah.
The original one, right? Back in the oh man, because they came back with it, all that kind of stuff.
Sure,
so that was some shit back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't really see Temptation Island. So for some reason, this summer, I got hooked on Love Island. My wife was watching.
Disgusting, right?
Oh my God, terrible! I'm watching it. This is terrible television.
Was it the one where I don't watch it fully, but I watch YouTube a lot, so I see a lot of trash. Was it the one where the mothers and the friends were there? The sons, the mother and sons were there.
I don't know. There was a mother that was on there.
Then her son was there too, right?
I don't think her son was there.
I don't know if it was Love Island or if it was another show. But it might have been the same type of show.
A lot of those are like, whoa.
But they see. So when they revealed who was on the show, it was a line of the older women, and then and now the guys were their sons.
Oh my goodness!
So you get
yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, I missed that one.
I would have went home.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check that out.
They knew it was going. I can't imagine that being a surprise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Anyways, okay, we'll start it up. All right.
Okay.
Looking for the perfect grooming experience for your pup? Welcome to Carly's Fairy Tale Dog Grooming, located 8 North Main Street in Pittston. We offer boutique-style grooming with a focus on quality over quantity. Your furry friend will enjoy a cage-free, stress-free environment where they will feel comfortable and pampered. At Carly's, we make sure every dog leaves feeling and looking like royalty. Call 541-410-9582 or stop in today to book your appointment at Carly's Fairy Tale Dog Grooming. Welcome to Food Fight. I'm your host, Brian DiMattei. We're coming to you from Conversion Works Media here in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I'm here with my guest today, Matt Flanagan of SportzWire, highlighting sports in Districts 2, 4, and 11 right here in Pennsylvania, from Dallas, Pennsylvania. Matt, welcome to Food Fight.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. I love your setup here. This is so nice, making me hungry.
I appreciate that. You were right on time too. I love that.
Yes. A minute early, actually.
It's all good, man. If you're a little bit late for Food Fight, we don't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. I try to be on time for everything, but shit happens.
That's it. Yeah,
I was at the bank this morning, had a little incident with my bank, making a mistake, so I had to spend my morning doing that.
Oh.
And I'm like, I have to go soon. And they're nice, but hopefully they fix it for me this morning.
I would hope so. Yeah, that sounds
very
important.
I could always sit here until 10:30.
Yeah, okay.
I got in there at 10:26. I'm like, I got 4 minutes to talk to you. Then I gotta go.
And now here we are.
Here we are. So we've been trying to connect for a while.
Yes.
Your partner reached out to me. Refresh my memory.
Justin Bradley.
Justin reached out to me. We've been talking, and then sometimes communication goes flat for a couple of weeks, and then we pick it right back up.
Yes.
But here we are. I know we're both busy. Both of our brands have, busting social media presence, which is great. Keeps us busy, right?
That's true.
Do you do the social media?
I do some of it. Now, the interesting part of SportzWire is there's a ton of people that collaborate and a ton of people that are working with SportzWire.
That's awesome. So there's 4 owners, correct?
There's 4 owners.
Yes.
Myself, Carrie Yapel, Brad Loff, and Justin Bradley, who, Justin that you had met. So there's the 4 of us, but there's so many other contributors that, there's photographers, videographers, writers, interviewers, broadcasters, and it's constantly growing. There's some times where I look at, I'm like, who is this? So there's a lot. It's a big network now, and it continues to expand. So
I love that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
you guys
awesome.
Need a food correspondent?
We'll be in touch. Yeah, I think.
I was telling Brian before. I think my most important question for our audience is, what school has the best concession stands?
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Do you frequent the concession stands when you're there?
I do. Yeah. So
I feel like it's a must. You never know what's there, right?
I'm gonna be very biased because I'm a Dallas guy, but I think Dallas High School has a very good concession stand. It's a lot of homemade stuff. It's a lot of. I'm gonna throw another curveball at you. Tunkhannock High School. Tunkhannock High School has a great, because it's all homemade up there. So we'll go
What a
up there.
great area up
Yes. Oh, it's wonderful. And they do like a lot of crock pot meals, a lot of like different things like that. I got like tacos up there. There's a lot of like good meals that I've had up in Tunkhannock.
So Dallas High School or
yes.
Tunkhannock?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're looking for a good meal and a sports game, maybe
you go to every Dallas home game?
I'm actually a volunteer coach for the basketball team.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right. But you go watch the football games?
As many as I can.
I got to come up with you this season before the season's over. We still have it's
no,
not
the
over
season's
yet, right?
over. Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking over already?
District 2's done.
Friday
night fights.
What's that?
Yeah.
The food review of high school football fields concession stand.
Yes. We'll have to start that back up next week. Next month. Next year.
Yeah, that's it.
Brian coming through.
Yeah.
Brian's coming through.
But yeah, no, actually, as of last
like
week, I believe all the District 2 football is now done.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see where my time's. You see where I'm at.
Well, time flies. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, I should know that. And then kids come down. They train at the gym, jiu-jitsu at the gym, and like they play basketball, they play football.
Sure.
Just to do that. So I should have realized that football season was over.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming back now.
Everyone's here.
Everyone's
That's
coming
right.
back.
Yeah. End of the season, people are coming back and they're training in.
A lot of the parents bring the kids in between sports. Helps their hand-eye coordination.
Yes.
It helps the discipline, the confidence the best.
Absolutely.
Confidence
Absolutely. That's the thing,
best.
is the confidence that training does.
I can't get off of Tunkhannock without talking about Pizza Hut there. Pizza Classic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I went there last month.
Still exists.
Went there last month, and it was just, the one viral I posted went viral. It was such an experience.
Sure. Yeah.
That I bet a lot of sports teams go there after games. That's what the girl told me.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. It's still there. It's Pizza Hut. I know. You forget about Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut Classic.
Yes. I still might have one of those things where it's like the book club.
Book it.
Pizza. Yeah. Yeah.
Book it.
Yeah.
I love that.
I might be. They might owe me a free slice of pizza or something.
Personal pan.
Yeah. Personal pan. That's
I
what
got one when I was there.
That's awesome.
It tasted really. It was quite an experience.
Yeah, well, they used to have, I don't know if you remember this or not, and maybe they still have it there, is the buffet.
Yes,
the Pizza Hut buffet.
They only had a salad bar there.
Oh, okay.
People tell me that the East Stroudsburg Pizza Hut is not a classic,
yeah,
but they have the lunch buffet. I used to skip school to go up to one in Dixon City.
Okay.
Back in the 90s.
Wow, nice.
Skip school, Pizza Hut buffet, and right across the street, the one and only. Well, the one and two only, Top Dog.
Top Dog.
Top
Dog's a good time.
Diggity dog, baby.
Yeah, Top Dog is a good time.
Funny story about Top Dog. You know Josh Balls? He owns the Ritz up in Scranton.
No.
Bunch of restaurants in the area.
I
you know Josh? Yeah. So he was on my show last year.
Okay.
And he mentioned to me that he reached out to the original owner, current owner of that name.
Yeah.
Top Dog.
Wow.
Told him to go fuck himself. Josh wanted to buy the name.
Yeah.
And maybe recreate it.
Sure.
The guy goes, no.
Oh, man.
He literally said told him to go fuck himself.
Damn, that's a bummer. I would have, Top Dog. With that, I think I had my 10th birthday.
Josh was. I was never in the one in Wilkes-Barre. Never.
That's the one I was at. Yeah.
That's that bowl place now.
Yeah. It used to be Miracoya, I think, and then now it's something else. Yeah, Miracoya moved.
Miracoya is great.
Great, phenomenal.
Great.
Yeah, Sundays, half price soup, good stuff.
Miracoya is great. It's what is that, Brian? Yummy ball.
Yeah, is that? Oh, that's.
Let me tell you, man. Anyway, we'll move on.
Yeah,
we'll move on from Yummy ball. You get a better experience at a Chinese buffet, and it's cheaper. It's almost the same thing. It's better.
Now that's the one at the mall.
The one in the mall.
That's
my spot. The Royal House.
Yeah, we hit that once a year, and it's good.
Royal House. I'm gonna do an opposite of a shout out right now because we were there on Sunday, and it has to be spoken. I'm getting more into food fight prices on my page right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Me, my buddy Mike, and his two kids were at the Chinese buffet on Sunday. Guess how much it costs for 4 people? 3 adults, 1 child, 4 sodas. Brian, you guessed too.
Probably like $75.
Just about. Up higher.
I'm trying to remember because I
$82.
Yeah. That's crazy.
For 4 people.
That's incredible.
I know it's Sunday dinner, regardless.
Yeah.
$82 and a $10 tip or whatever you want to say for the work that they do there.
Yeah.
It's almost $100 for 4 of us to eat buffet. And there's one kid only ate the mac and cheese. Don't get me wrong. That's you sign up for that when you go there.
I'm sure you enjoyed it.
It used to be like that.
No.
It used to be like $60.
Yes.
The sodas are $3.75, something like that. Could be wrong about that price, but that fires me up.
Yeah, I could see that.
Back to SportsWire.
All right, SportsWire.
I had Italian food somewhere here.
Yeah,
today.
of course.
You know
I know.
what I mean?
What's unique being on this being from SportzWire and, but I told you, my wife is a foodie.
Yes.
She loves food.
Yes.
So like, she's excited about this. But
I love that.
I'm going to SportzWire. I don't know.
What's some of her favorite food?
She's Italian. So there's like, she's an unbelievable cook.
Yeah.
So I'm so spoiled to have her because I go home and there's this amazing, there's like, she spent like 3 hours making a meal and it's unbelievable. I
wish I knew this a few days ago. I would have put an order in.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I should have brought you something.
Meatballs. Oh no, we're okay. You're going to tell us about SportzWire.
Yes.
Food Fight is, it's been mostly food, but we're starting to tie into the community more.
Yeah, which is
being here with Conversion Works Media has allowed me that, what's the word I'm looking for? The freedom of my guests.
Yeah. It's great.
There's the food part and there's the fight part. I don't know if you see my episode last week with my buddy Keenan Powers. He did we do our Fight for Life episode once in a while. Recovery stories, redemption stories. So like he came in, he sat down where you're sitting and he told his recovery story.
Nice.
And the amount of people who reached out to him and myself saying, thanks for talking about all that kind of stuff. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's how it's all about. Yes. So let's get into SportzWire.
Sure. Yes.
What was the birth of SportzWire and why did it become what it became? Why is it here?
Now, SportzWire started with Brad and Carrie. And they were working with the 570 Sports Show, which, shout out to Swerve. Swerve did a nice job for a while. He had the 570 Sports Show, and it was going. And he was ready to step away. And, Brad and Carrie had ideas how to make this a professionally run, media account and tie in a website and do all that. So this is about, 2 years ago, this had started. And Carrie is a good friend of mine, and we've been in this sports community for a long time. And Brad knows Justin, and Brad reached out to Justin and said, "Hey, we're thinking about doing this, and we kind of want to create this, and we have some ideas." And how it started and to what it is now is just kind of blown up because it started as like we want to make this a professionally run media account where highlighting sports in District 2. District 4 and District 11. And that's just the market that we decided to start with. And we're always looking to expand and cover more districts, but that's where it started. And now it's everything, it's just constantly exploding. And it's hard to believe that we're a year and a half in because for me, sometimes it feels like it's like 10 years, because of where we never guessed that we would be at this point and we're so fortunate to have all the help that we have and the support from the community, like you said, and that's a big part of why we're at where we're at right now. So
that's the community is a big part of that.
Yes.
So, you said there was a big difference from pretty much day one. Did you guys take over? So the 570 Sports Show, it sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah.
Refresh my memory on that, please.
Now, Swerve ran it.
What's Swerve?
That's his name.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah.
What's his first name?
Irving Blackwell. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, he had run this account for District 2 and had, he did a great job and was highlighting different, athletes and events. And
I can picture that show now.
Yeah,
Radio, little TV, right?
I know his social media account because I was late to the game. Yeah, okay. I know he had an Instagram and he did a nice job with that. And then at one point, Brad and Carrie were going to take over that. But then they decided to create their own brand, and we kind of collaborated all together. And we came up with SportzWire. So, SportzWire became what it is now. I mean, we started really with photography, and that was one of the things is we wanted to go out, capture events with photography, and it started with the four of us. Mm-hmm. And now there's like 40 people that are involved with it, somewhere around there. And again, that's a rough estimate because I could be wrong. I feel like there's always people jumping on board and starting to contribute. But it was me, Carrie, Justin, and Brad that started. And I'm unique to this because I'm not a photographer, videographer, anything. I'm a strength and conditioning coach, like we talked about earlier off camera. And so for me, this was like, a whole new thing where, Carrie and Brad and they're unbelievable. That like the talent that they have is next level. You know, Carrie's a videographer, photographer who's, you know, so unique in how she creates. And you know, JB, who had reached out to you, incredible. Like his photography, and Brad, you know, Brad's another one. The photography is incredible. And Brad does a ton behind the scenes on a website. But these guys are incredible as far as content creation. And then there's me as strength and conditioning coach, which I'm with an iPhone at games, catching some videos, stuff like that. But you know, I'm always at games. You know, I'm always supporting my kids and people that I train and trying to get out there. So I mean, that was, I think, part of the attraction to bringing me on board with these guys. So
that's great.
Yeah,
you're on the field.
I'm on the field too,
right? Sometimes,
yeah.
I tried looking up the 570 Sports Show on Instagram. Is no longer. It doesn't seem like it's there anymore.
Yeah, I knew he was getting rid of it, and I don't know whatever. I understand. I think he changed it to something, you know, but I'm not sure. But
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. So your transition when they asked you to join? Did you say what's my part going to be?
I was like, sure. At that point, I was just like, yeah, I'm in. I think this is a cool idea. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I had gotten to know Brad and Justin. And I already knew Carrie pretty well. And I had seen a lot of Carrie's content, which I thought was next level. And Carrie had made a great name for herself. Vision Media is her social account. But she had made a great, you know, name for herself. And now, like, to collaborate with her, I thought this is going to be awesome. And then I got to know, you know, Justin and Brad, and I saw what their content was, and I was like, this could be pretty cool. This is a good idea. And, you know, I don't know what my part is going to be and how I'm going to, you know, be able to fit in with this, but I'll figure it out as we go. And that's kind of what we've done, is we just kind of figure it out. Like sometimes I'll write, sometimes I'll grab content, and sometimes I'll do podcasts like this, you know. But I'm just trying to fill my role and do the best that I can with these guys.
With social media too, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
The more you got, the more you could give and get new eyes on there.
That's it.
You've been with SportzWire for about a year and a half?
About a year and a half is when we started.
So that's when we started. That's the conception of SportzWire.
We started a year and a half ago.
You guys are crushing it on Instagram too.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. And again, we have to give credit to all the contributors. Mm-hmm. You know, that's been the biggest thing. Like the four of us when we started, it was good, and we're all very passionate. And, you know, me, sometimes I'm a deer in headlights sometimes. Like I'm looking at the photography and videography that they're creating, and I'm just sitting there with a camera, but we're all passionate and we're working for this common goal. And as we've gotten more people contributing, and that's really where it started to explode. And now we have broadcasters. Now we have, you know, photographers in all the districts that are creating unbelievable content and capturing these moments of athletes and teams and doing these special things, which is awesome. And that's why we're at where we are today, is because of those contributors. And we have a part, the owners, and you know, awesome. But it's these guys that are also passionate, that are creatives, that are pouring their heart into this, that are helping drive this thing forward. That's
so when you say you have all these contributors, now a combination of people who work for SportzWire, just want to be part of it, or a random athlete on a team that says, hey, I'll video for you guys and I'll share it on your platform. Is that how it works? The contributors for the social media?
It's really like, you know, creatives that are getting started. So a lot like photographers, for example. And it's a great platform for photographers because on our Instagram, we have over 15,000 followers. So if you're a photographer and you say, man, I want to get my stuff out there, and I work for Lake Lehman High School, or I work, you know, whatever. So you can collaborate with SportzWire, and then 15,000 people are going to see what you do. And it's going to help you because people are going to see what you do, and hopefully get you some events and get you some, jobs and et cetera. But then it also helps us because it creates great content. So it's a win-win situation. And, you know, we a long time ago adapted, you know, community over competition. So we talk about community and you know, what we can do for this community. And I think that's what attracts a lot of people, is we're trying to make this a win-win for a lot. We're not trying to beat you and be better photographers and content creators. We want all of you to create with us, you know, and help grow this thing, you know, so we can all win.
No, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. You said community over competition.
Community over competition. Yeah. We say that often. Yeah.
A big part of, I can relate to that when I started the Food Fight brand. You follow Jim Maribelli, NEPA Pizza Review?
No, I think I know a little bit about it.
He's like the OG pizza guy.
Okay,
Would be the OG pizza reviewer in the area in a way, right? Like he started doing pizza reviews before Portnoy doing them on Barstool.
All right.
So like he's like an NEPA, like old OG, you know?
Yeah.
And when I started doing the Food Fight stuff, somebody said they messaged him like, "Oh, was this guy really?" Jim's like, "It's not my turf."
Yeah.
So then we got connected, and we've been doing collaborations together since day one, pretty much. Yeah. And it's not competition; it's community.
Yeah, it's amazing what can happen when you work together.
Yeah. We highlight, other restaurants and stuff in the area because we want to.
Yeah,
not because they're asking us. Don't get me wrong. Get to the point now where people are asking. Like I'm sure sport teams, hey, is SportzWire coming?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time. Yeah, all the time.
Because they want to be. Because we're the age of social media where. Like I was talking to you earlier, in the 90s, Brian, remember the Triborough banner? Yeah. Remember it was this thick? Used to look forward to it on Thursdays.
Sure, yeah.
And it turned into that. Then they put it in the Scranton Times, and then it was no more.
Yeah.
But that's where you will every week, like if I played freshman football, I'm like, I wonder if they got a picture of me in there.
Yeah.
But they did a write-up the one time on us. We were like 3-0. My like 8th grade year, we started off doing great. And then like we had a team photo and they were asking questions. Like it was awesome. Like that was our SportzWire back then.
Sure. Yeah.
Imagine, and there was no Instagram. There was no social media back then. Yeah. Life was a little simpler.
We had John Mendola, who, John Mendola, he's awesome. And he's been around for years and years and creates content. He had a show. And I remember when I was at Bishop O'Reilly, we were playing basketball and we were on there. We were on the show and it was highlights and I saw myself hit a 3 and I saw my teammates on there and they highlighted our win. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And now we have access to that for every game, regular games, and not just basketball and state playoff games, but like these Friday night lights that we talk about, these baseball games, and we go to wrestling events and we go to softball and everything, and it's so cool. And we capture these moments. And, one of the things I got to touch on is our creatives. And I talk about these guys all the time because that's the driving force, right? And creating these pictures or videos and capturing these moments. And recently there was the North Pocono football team. The coach gave a speech after their game. They lost the state playoff game, but they had one of the best records and seasons in years and years and years. And the coach delivered this speech and one of our creatives caught it on camera. Oh, dude, that was unbelievable. Like I watched that and I got the chills watching that. Too, yeah. And it was amazing watching that. And now people get to relive that and see that moment that they had. And there was another one, I think Andrea Mecca caught this one where it was Lackawanna Trail had just lost again a state playoff game, but they had an unbelievable year. And it was a picture of a kid, I think he was holding his helmet and you can tell like he was in tears and you could see it in his face that he was upset. He had given everything all season long. He had to give everything in this game. And I think they might have lost by 12, but you just see the emotion and you can feel it. And that's like, for me, that's what does it for me. Like, why? Like looking at that, you're like, man, you can feel the emotion behind this content, which is incredible, You
could, yeah. I mean, I train, I compete. I know you're talking about. Let's go a little bit in the past. Then we'll get back into SportzWire.
Sure.
What sports did you play?
Basketball.
From being a little Matt all the way up.
Yeah, I was in love with it. I played baseball a little bit. I stunk at baseball.
Keep your eye on the ball, right?
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Well, they thought I needed glasses because I would strike out every time. They thought I needed glasses. So like in the off season, I got these rec specs. They checked my eyes out and everything. And then I came back next season, struck out every time. So it was
you probably took your eye off the ball.
Same way I did. Yeah, I never learned. I don't know.
I'd be here trying to hit the ball, and when I was swing, I go like that, and then you miss the ball because your eyes aren't on it.
Yeah,
as I got older, I understood what they meant. Because I golf for a little while.
Okay, yeah.
I took my eye off the ball. I hit the fucking ball. But if I hit my goddamn head down and I watched the ball the whole time, instead of having to see where it goes, I can't see anyways.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. But
Maybe
now I'm
I'll
like,
give it another chance.
no
I
wonder
don't
what
know.
my father and the coaches were talking about, because when I hit the ball in baseball, I used to go over the fence.
Yeah.
But if I hit it,
If you hit it, right.
I struck out a lot.
Yeah, me.
And I couldn't believe I didn't make All-Stars, Little League All-Stars. You didn't pick me for I had 1 home run.
Yeah.
I had 13. I struck out at least twice a game. You didn't pick me for All-Stars?
You want to recount
How
on the
dare
votes.
you?
Yeah, right. Jeez.
Sports were so fun and simple back in the day.
They were. Yeah, they were. But it was such an amazing thing. Sports bring people together. Sports bring the community together. And now
Always has.
Yes, always has. You know,
back always going way back. You know, it's always sports.
Yeah.
Gladiators.
Yes.
In a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Always something.
And you know, for me, I won a state championship from a high school basketball team my senior year. Yeah. I was a starter. There's great players on the team, and we won the state champion. And you know, you don't remember a lot of the different things and games and blah blah. You do, but you don't. But you remember what it did for the community. The whole community was there. The whole student section, like that. That's the stuff that's unbelievable. I'm 40 years old. I still remember that stuff. That was awesome. How it brought everyone together, like we talked about.
You'll never forget that moment.
Never.
Almost like that. You never forget it.
Yeah.
Like I never forget my 1 home run in Little League.
That's it.
I didn't see it because I knew it was gone.
Man, I wish SportzWire was there. I would have loved to have seen it.
And I put it in the Little League. I put it into the basketball courts. It was a fucking shot.
Oh, you got a hold of that.
Yeah, I got a hold of it. It was a shot.
Oh,
I just remember I ran the bases so fast. I didn't even look up. I knew it was gone. My only home run. Yeah. That's why I remember it.
Oh, man.
My only one.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Boom.
Incredible.
I'm like, holy fuck, that's gone. And I just ran the bases.
Yes, let's go.
And it was just like, it was incredible.
Sprinting, dead sprint.
And we went to a Red Barons game that night. Not the Yankees.
But the Red Barons. Yeah, Red Barons. I remember the Barons.
Get ready for some baseball, you know?
Yes.
You touched on something I want to ask. What do you notice in high school sports now, 2025, versus high school sports 90s, early 2000s?
That's a great question. I think the games have all evolved. Coaching has all evolved, and you know, old school doesn't always work. And there's so much more information about training and how to do this stuff now. And you know, I know you can relate on that level as far as training, you know, but I think the old school just doesn't work. And you know, kids are different now. And
let's touch on that 1 second, Matt. Let me interrupt you for a second.
Go ahead.
What about the old school? What specifically old school training are you talking about? Because you and Brian know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Like we probably experienced it, but what exactly are you talking about?
I'm talking about that hard-nosed kind of like, I can be tough on you. And
no love.
No love. I'm not showing love.
I don't like that. We'll get into that a little bit more. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. So,
and I think and that's how I was coached, and I think it worked for me, and I think but also, you know, in the rise of mental health and all, it's just it doesn't work. It goes against it now. And I think, you know, building relationships and support, like those are the ways that you have to kind of, there's times where you yell and have to correct, and you know, times, but I think that like military style of discipline and I think that's going away. You know, it's just hard to like capture a team like that anymore. Just from my coaching experience, you know, okay. I think there's a time and a place for it, but I also think you got to show love, and I think you got to be a little bit more positive. And, you know, I think that's how kids anymore do respond.
There's got to be good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad cop.
Whether it's literally from one coach and another coach or the same coach.
Right.
Because that's kind of like my coaching style.
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I don't yell at the kids.
Right.
But I'll be like, put your left leg over here. They put their right leg. I go, is that your left leg? Like I'll pretty much say like, why are you doing that?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me find out why you don't know why you're doing that.
Sure.
Maybe they don't know left from right. They're also 6, 7, 8, 9 years old too. Right. So I have to remember that as well.
Sure.
But it's a challenge.
Yeah.
But the kids, what about the athletes themselves? There's so much stimulus everywhere.
Oh, man.
One of the main reasons that parents bring the kids in, when we train kids from 5 to 12, all right? The main reason that they come in, the teenagers too, the reason they come in is Get them off the screen.
Oh man, I know it's rough.
Get them off the screen. They don't leave their room. I can't get them out of their room. They played sports last year. Got them an iPad the next year. Now they don't leave the room. So partially my fault. That's why we're here today. But just the kids gotta have their phones. The older kids they gotta be living in it.
Yes.
Everyone. I bet if you had 100 kids on the bleachers during a basketball game, 90% of them have their phones in front of their faces.
Yeah, you're right.
If not,
and 10% are watching the game.
If not 100,
yeah. And you know, I say this, and I'm talking to myself because I do the same. And again,
me too.
I'm involved with SportzWire, right?
Jesus
So I'm
Christ.
sitting there scrolling, and what am I doing? I'm lost in this phone. It's how many times do I get stuck scrolling?
I just watched the same hilarious reel 10 times because it is. I want to watch it again.
Yeah,
I can't. This 20 fucking minutes go by.
Of course.
I'm going to bed. And I'm sitting on my couch, turn the lights off, turn the TV off, and I sit on my couch for 20 minutes like this,
right?
Like the guy from Lord of the Rings.
I know. Yeah,
precious. Give me my scrolls.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I'm thinking, why can't I sleep tonight? You know.
Why is my arm hurting?
Why can't I sleep? You know.
Yeah. Why is my arm hurting me?
Yeah.
You know, why is my arm hurting me?
But and you know, and I say this too, and you know, I there's access to everything now. Instant gratification.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I think sometimes it's harder for people to focus and get engaged in training sometimes, or to dial into the off season. And you know, we didn't have access to all this stuff growing up. We didn't. You know, we always we're the old if we had access to this, what we would have done. And yeah, but also if we had access to phones and social media like we did, maybe we're in the same scenario, you know, and that's something real to think about, you know.
I grew up in the 90s. I played football in the 90s. We only lifted for 4 months of the year before the season. Why?
Yeah.
Why weren't we lifting all year round? Me and my friends were amazing power lifters. We only lifted for 3-4 months.
Sure.
I was squatting 500 pounds as a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
If we train all year round, I could be squatting this building.
Yeah, right.
Right. But there was no training program during the season.
No, it stopped.
Or for months after the season. We started training about a month after the season.
Sure.
But then we stopped lifting. Mm-hmm. Why weren't we encouraged to lift during the season? Hey, Brian, we got to lift 3 days a week before or after practice. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm a kid.
Done.
Great.
Yeah.
But we didn't do it.
No, I think the old school mentality too is like, all right, you're going to train up in the season, then stop and don't do it anymore.
That'd be like me not lifting now.
Yeah.
I'm 44 years old. Let me stop lifting for 6 months out of the year.
Yeah, you turn 40. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. You did enough.
This is the time to be lifting. The more muscle we gain now, the better we're going to be. More older.
Longevity, the health for your bones.
And then, I train jiu-jitsu full time, and a lot of the people I train with, they do not lift weights. They think, don't get me wrong. You're getting a great workout while you're training jiu-jitsu. You're pushing people around. You're gaining muscle, but not like you would lifting weights.
Sure.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Adding that into your routine, everybody should be doing it. That goes back to what I said earlier, and we can get into it right now if you want to. People overcomplicate training. You're a strength and conditioning coach at Misericordia.
Yes.
So, I train. I fell into a better mold. Something that fit me better. I like training older people.
Yeah.
50s, 60s, 40s. People are overweight, unconditioned.
Yes.
Because fixing that in reality is very simple.
Yeah.
Each person's individual. Let's see what you're eating. How are you eating? Let's flip your carbs and protein. Let's flip that.
Yeah.
Because 200 grams of carbs and 40 grams of protein is nowhere near enough. Let's flip that around and get a healthier balance. So, like for an example, I trained 7 ladies for 7 months at the gym. Only 3 of them are around right now, but the other ones had success.
Yes,
they didn't understand what they were eating and how they were eating. The simplicity of breaking it down and counting your calories every day, not forever. You don't have to count your calories forever.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a weight loss journey or a weight gain journey or a muscle journey, and you're not willing to count your calories for a while, then you're not going to be successful. No. You're not. I could put myself on a restriction right now for 10 weeks and lose 5-6 pounds. Mm-hmm. I don't have to count 1 calorie. You know why? Because I eat 80% of the meals I eat are the same as I always eat. I know exactly what's in that ball. Right? I know what's in that ball. I know what's going, but I'm experienced.
Sure.
But it didn't happen overnight. It took years to do that.
What changed the game for me is looking at what I put in my body, and then finding it. Because I growing up, I could never put on muscle. I could never ever put on muscle. And then I think I was like 25, 26 years old when I finally like started tracking macros. And you said it, like my protein was way down.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, wow, what an eye-opening moment. I've been trying to gain weight, gain muscle years and years and years and years and years. And it was like so simple. The answer was so simple, and I think like you nailed it. Look at what you put in your body, and that sleep, train hard, but also take care of yourself.
Consistency too.
Consistency.
Took me, when I got sober 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I went into rehab like 175. I could be blown over by the wind. I had no strength. My muscle was probably like, it was just getting evaporated for the years of abuse, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I would go 3-4 days without eating. For over a year and a half, that was my consistent. That was my routine.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? It was my routine.
Yeah.
And it was killing me.
Yeah.
So I put on 10 pounds in rehab. Came out. I'm fighting for my life now. I don't fucking know what to do. I had to move with my mother. Back in with my mother. I'm 35 years old. I'm sitting. I remember getting the stuff from my old apartment, bringing it back in there. I remember sitting upstairs, and I remember sitting on the couch. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Because I've been abusing drugs for such a long time, or even when I wasn't even abusing them, I was just smoking a bowl.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Smoking a bowl or doing something else. Right. But then when my addiction fully blown, now my biggest fear leaving rehab. I feel safe in rehab. Sure.
Now you get out. I mean, I'm in the same boat.
That's
so
right. You did mention. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for refreshing my memory.
Yes, I'm 11 years sober. So like
so
everything
right
you're
around,
saying,
we changed our lives around this.
I get it.
We
dude.
changed our lives.
Get
We changed our lives around the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I remember sitting and I remember sitting upstairs in the house. I'm like, it was the second worst feeling I had besides the one where I woke up in jail. When I woke up in jail, I'm like, finally came to. I'm like, holy fucking shit. I'm never going back here.
Yeah.
I'm never coming back here. So whenever I don't know what's going on. I remember my arraignment for bail, but I was a mess. Sure. 4 or 5 days awake. I was in no condition to even be there. And I finally came, I'm like, holy fucking shit. I'm like, I'm never coming back here. I remember being home from rehab, detoxed from the drugs, right?
Yeah.
Well, kind of. The Xanax lingered for months.
Oh.
Xanax withdrawal. I think I still deal with it 10 years later. Great movie on Netflix called Take My Xanax. I don't know if you ever watched it.
No, I never
Brian,
did,
I told you about that a while ago, didn't I? No. It's called Take My Xanax. No. You got to watch it, guys.
Yeah, man.
If you like documentaries like that,
sure, yeah.
It's insane.
I saw the one on Oxys. They did the one on Oxys.
That's so sad.
Terrible.
They flooded the market with those shows. Hulu had one, YouTube.
Yeah.
But think about that. Purdue, they're still a company in this country.
Yeah, crazy.
They're still a
I
company.
know, yeah.
But
unbelievable. Thank goodness that we're in the gym and bettering ourselves.
There's this shit that like we can't do as citizens in this country. But companies like that still have the ability to exist.
Making millions. Yeah, billions.
They are solely, listen, they are one of the main solely, besides the actual human being, because we're responsible for our own actions at some point.
Yep.
But they're mainly responsible for the opiate epidemic in this country.
Yes.
I supplied their doings by being an oxy head for years back in the day.
Sure. Yeah.
Unfucking believable, man.
Yes.
Unfucking believable.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting sitting home in my bedroom, I'm like, I go, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I need something. So I started lifting weights.
Nice.
But I started eating food every day. I go lift and I would just get $20 worth of Burger King. Back when $20, back in 2015, 20 bucks meant something at Burger King.
Sure, yes.
Now it's I had the best Whopper in the world last night. I gotta show it off.
I can't wait to see this.
Look at that Whopper.
Wow.
Look at that.
Man, that looks good.
Look at that Whopper. Look at that Whopper.
Look at that. Amazing.
Look at that.
It looks just like the picture.
It does. It looks better than the picture. He doesn't like Burger King. Johnny Popko was here. You know Johnny Popko?
Oh, I love Johnny Popko.
Remember Popko?
Oh. He's the better fast food of all the places.
Then why didn't you like my Whopper?
It doesn't look like it. I was joking. It's a great look.
He wants it.
He wants it. Yeah.
Remember Popko got fired up last week?
Yeah.
Popko gets fired up with the fast food.
He is a great dude, man. Johnny Popko is a great dude.
We had a great episode there, so that was a lot of fun. Genoa Wholesale Foods, supplying quality since 1947. For over 75 years, Genoa Wholesale Foods has been your trusted partner for premium food supplies. Specializing in services to pizzerias, Genoa also caters to restaurants, bakeries, delis, and bars throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. They proudly offer a blend of both private label and national brands, helping you find the perfect products to meet your restaurant needs. With local deliveries and the care of a family-owned business, they are committed to making your success their priority. Choose Genoa Wholesale Foods for reliable, top-quality restaurant supplies that keep your business running smoothly. Genoa Wholesale Foods, locally owned and operated for 3 generations. Call Genoa today at 570-823-6142 or visit them online at www.genoafoods.com. So I'm sitting in my room. I'm like, I need to do something.
Yes.
I can't even enjoy watching TV. My mother wasn't trusting me driving my car. You know what I mean? Like, because she went through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, same thing.
So I started lifting weights. I started to gain a lot of weight, not in the good way, right? I went from 175, got to the point in the first year of my sobriety, I weighed about 265.
Wow. Yeah.
I was I couldn't sit down on the toilet.
Sure.
Comfortable. Boom. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
My back's hitting it. I'm like, oh my God. Right. So as my consequences started happening, I lost my driver's license.
Yep.
I went on treatment court, but I'm at these AA meetings and this guy told me, hey, Brian, if you want to buy my bike, pedal bike.
Yes.
I'll sell it to you. You can ride to the gym. I'm like, oh, no. August came around. I go with my mother and my niece to American Eagle up in Montage.
Nice.
Couldn't fit into a pair of 42 shorts over my legs.
Oh.
I left the store, sat in the back of my mother's Jeep, cried to myself.
Yeah.
I go,
what happened?
This has to change.
Yeah.
I know what to do, but how do I get myself this big? I was hanging on for that first year. I went to rehab in June of 15. So let's go a year later. I was still sober. My life was getting easier. I was back at work at the casino after 9 months. So things started coming back.
Yeah.
I remember talking to my boss. I go, hey, the gaming board gave me back my license and treatment course, then come back to work. Oh, great. You want to come? You want to start tonight?
Sure.
I go, I would, but my uniform does not fit me.
Oh.
He's like, okay. He goes, wardrobe tomorrow. We'll put you on the schedule for next week.
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed to say that.
Yeah.
I had to go in there and trade in.
Easy.
I had to go trade in. Listen to this. 32 pants for 40 pants.
Oh, man.
Medium shirt, extra large shirt. All right, so I'm at work now. Hey, Brian, you look great. Some assholes. Hey, you put some weight on since last time. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
no shit.
That's the last thing you want to.
No shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, no shit.
Yeah.
I'll fucking sit on you right now. So like I said, then I had that summer.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. So I bought the bike.
It's time.
Bought the bike, started riding it to the gym, lost all that weight. Then it went off, and then I started getting comfortable. 4 or 5 years later, I'm comfortable. Well, maybe 3 years, 4 years, I'm comfortable. I'm getting bigger again.
Sure.
And I finally started mixed martial arts.
Yes.
My first tournament. I went back. I was probably 250 again. I gained another weight back because I had more muscle than I was round, but it all came back because I was comfortable. I was eating myself into sobriety.
Yeah.
My addiction for
People
the
do
drugs
that.
was taking
People
over
do
with
that.
the food.
Yeah.
Because my philosophy was because I used to take my pills on empty stomach.
Yeah.
Only. I wasn't wasting them.
Yeah.
I need the full effect.
That's right.
So I told myself,
don't dilute.
when I'm hanging on to being sober, questioning myself, am I going to go buy that bottle of Southern Comfort right now? My mother would never know. No. Let me go eat.
Yeah.
If I eat, then I won't want desire to get fucked up because they won't work as much. So I was conditioned for it.
Yeah.
So I eat everything.
That's
Burger
it.
King, 2 hours later, make a box of pasta. I didn't just eat. I ate. I would wake up, then I was on probation. I wake up and call colors for a year.
Yeah.
If they didn't call my color, it's 5 a.m. Just smoked a nice Newport. Now I'm wired.
Yeah.
I go make food and go back to sleep.
And go, oh,
That was an extra meal.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
6 times a week.
Jeez.
It wasn't just call, they didn't say my color, go back to bed.
Go back to bed, have a smoke.
No. It became a whole routine.
Yeah.
I'd wake up 5 minutes before 5 a.m., smoke the cigarettes, then call colors right at 5 a.m.
Sure.
If they didn't say pink, I know I had the whole morning to chill out and relax. I was in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Everybody's sleeping. I go downstairs, make some food, come back upstairs, eat in front of the TV. At that time, I watched a lot of Cops. God, hysterical. Yeah. Oh, it's great. My friend was on Cops from high school.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fucking cracked me. I finally saw the episode. But That's how it was for a while.
Yeah.
Then I found the weight room again. Then I found mixed martial arts. I found that community.
Yes.
That kept me going crazy.
Yes.
And I posted the other day I posted on my page, what's the difference between sobriety and recovery? There's a difference.
Big time.
I'm not sober anymore. I smoke marijuana. I've had drinks over the course of 10 years. I was stone cold sober for 7 years.
Okay.
But I got my sobriety to where I needed it to be, right?
Yes.
I am in recovery still, though.
Sure.
In my opinion, from myself, recovery is very huge. I'm still in recovery. I don't say a sober date. I don't do this. I'm not. I'm technically, by definition, I'm not. But am I in recovery still from my life? 100%.
Well,
100%.
One thing is that I've heard over the years is emotional sobriety. And, I think that's like the ability to enjoy life and deal with life on life's terms and be able to function as a citizen, so for me, I throw my life into service. My story is like yours, partying, and then I've found a new way of life. I don't touch anything anymore. I don't really have any desire to, but I throw my life into service, and that I'm really happy with what I do, and it seems like that's where you are.
Yeah, I really was. Yeah. I served as my treasurer for AA for years. I did tons of service work, but I was able to I don't like the word remove. Like, I don't do AA anymore.
Okay.
I don't know if you do or not. I got away from it.
Yeah.
I didn't run away from it. It did its job so well.
Sets a foundation.
That it made me know what I need to do to stay this same way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah.
I was able to take myself away. Some people like to go every day.
Every day.
50 years.
And do the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would do the same thing every day and not expand themselves. That's what I felt like. And I'll talk to you more about it after when we're not recording.
Sure.
But, sometimes people in AA will make you feel guilty for not being there all the time. This is going to be a message for somebody. If you are currently going to AA, I recommend keep going.
Keep doing it. If it's working,
it got me. I would bring somebody to a meeting right now if you needed me to bring you one.
Yep.
It saved my life.
It works.
It works.
Does work.
It absolutely saved my life. But don't make yourself feel guilty if you miss a meeting or if you decide that I'm ready for the next level in my life. And, I can't do that because I have to go to this meeting at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Don't let your life get in the way of that, right? I think some people work to live. I live to work.
Live to work. Right. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yes. Yeah.
Some people just do that because they feel like they absolutely 100%, no matter what, need to be there all the time. And if they leave one meeting, not like it's brainwashing or anything like that, but it sets something up where, like, can I do more than just this? Yes. Yes, you can. Well, stay connected though. Help people.
Yeah, help people.
Be grateful. Gratitude. Is it gonna be perfect? Fuck no.
Yeah, no.
I'm miserable some days. Shit.
Oh yeah, I make mistakes and stuff. But like I was saying before, like I dedicated my life to service and my life in strength and conditioning. Like I'll work with kids, I'll work with athletes, but then I'm so invested in them and I'll go the extra mile. And that's like what makes me truly happy.
Can't let them down.
No, I can't. I'll give them access to everything I possibly can from a training standpoint. I'll travel 6 hours to go see your game and then I'll drive home after that. And I want you to know that I genuinely care about you. And so that's for me is like, AA can set a great foundation, and that's cares and concerns for others. When I'm doing things to genuinely try to help others, that's what sets me up to like fill that void, I guess, and just to like, because it makes my life so meaningful, and that's what it is. That's for me. That's what it is. Yeah. So I can go to a meeting and I can do this thing and stay away from drinks and that's a great foundation and stuff, and it's awesome. But I learned not to feel guilty in that. And I could go here and there, and sometimes I need a tune-up or whatever you want to call it, which is great. And there's good people in there, really good people.
1,000%, they're great.
Yeah. But like you said, it's how do we grow? Like we get sober to live. I got sober to live. Yeah. And like my life right now, I love every minute of it. The SportzWire, the strength and conditioning, the training, like I love every minute of it.
It's not work.
It's not work. Like this, I'm busy all the time. Yeah. If it was a time card, you would see like 90 hours a week.
Yeah. Do you want days off from it? Yeah, I want to sit around the couch and do nothing some days. Yes. But who's going to coach the kids? Right. Who's going to videotape the game that you're going to?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
People relying on it. People rely on SportzWire. They want to see their kids. They want to see themselves.
And it's so fulfilling from our standpoint, you know, and it's I don't know. It's I wouldn't trade my life for anything.
No,
you know,
my buddy Keenan here was last week with the recovery story, and he said the same thing.
Yeah.
It made me, his venture made him the man he is today. And my venture made me the man I am today. I used to be a punk.
Yeah.
I used to be a punk.
I was a shithead. Yeah. Absolutely.
Punk in high school. That's what makes me a good, like, I used to be a bully in high school. I was grateful enough to be able to apologize to those gentlemen a little later in life, right?
Good for you.
Connected them certain ways, other people. Like this one guy messaged me out of the blue. He's like, oh, I hear that my nephew's at this school training. I'm like, hey, Roy, I just want to let you know, like, I'm sorry for being a piece of shit to you in high school, bro. Like, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Not an excuse. I didn't know any better. I don't want to know any better. I didn't want to be in school.
Yeah.
So I turned to being a jerk off sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And there were a couple of kids that paid the price, but I was, again,
luckily
I grown as a person.
Yes.
And that's what makes me, in my eyes, a very good mentor and coach for the kids.
Absolutely.
Because they come in, they're bullies or they're getting bullied. I lived it.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. I was in rehab. My first counselor wasn't in recovery. I need somebody else.
Yeah.
I can't talk to this person. They don't know what I'm talking about. That'd be like asking a non-chef how to make a gourmet meal and they're untrained versus asking a chef. There's a big difference. Big difference.
And I think it's the
for
life.
Me it was anyway.
And like you kind of nailed it right there. And it's the life experience. I think that what makes you a good coach. And I look at myself and there's days where I feel like I'm a really good coach. And it's not the X's and O's. And it's like, I try to stay up on that as much as I possibly can. I dive into the books all the time, try to create great programming, but it's this stuff that helps build the character in the person. And when you go through hell in your life, and you have all this life experience and, you know, going through hell and getting to this point, I think makes you a stronger mentor and leader for them because you want better for your kids, for your athletes.
Exactly.
You know, so that's like that. I look at that and I think that's a big reason why I am a successful coach.
Yeah. And let me know if you agree on this too. There's times where kids come into the gym. Maybe people come into your conditioning program. Now, obviously, they're going to be adults most of the time, right? Or they're kids too.
For strength and conditioning at Misericordia there's 700 athletes there. I work with about 500 or so.
That's awesome.
You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
what I'm getting at is, well, adults need the same thing. You see certain people come into your program, and you're like, I hope this kid, one, signs up.
Yes.
Two, well, one enjoys it. Then signs up.
Yeah.
Parents see the value in it. And then they be successful. The amount of kids who came in, autism, being bullied, head down, walking around, no confidence. You see them now, months later, years later, it's unbelievable. Some of our kids at the schools. Then the newer kids come in.
Yeah.
They hate day one. They don't like, touching's not we don't like touching in our family. All right, I get it.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is very up close personal.
It is.
Next time they come in, they do the striking class for the kids. So they're punching. I don't really like that too much. Okay. Hey, come in on Thursday. Let's do one more jiu-jitsu class. His therapist wants him to come in to do this. Young kid, 7, 8 years old. Comes in, does jiu-jitsu. I see him rolling, smile on. He's pushing the kid around, right?
That's awesome.
After class, he's sitting there. He finally admitted he liked it.
Yeah.
And then the mother had a little bit of a hesitancy because karate last year was a joke, she says. He goes, did we go there? They just fuck around. I'm like, you see that we don't fuck around here.
Nah,
this
not
is
here.
a disciplined class.
Sure.
Our number one focus for our program is discipline. There's fun at the back end, but it's discipline. We're not screaming at the kids, but if you keep on jerking around, you're going to do burpees.
Yeah.
There's a reason why your parents brought you here.
Sure, yeah.
I reached out with them over the weekend, never heard back. I'm sitting in the office yesterday, right before kids' class. Hey, we're back.
Hey.
We're signing up today.
Nice.
It wasn't just a sale. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for a sale. I'm grateful that it was a sale for that kid.
Yes.
That specific kid came back in and signed up.
Yeah.
Now I get to coach him. You know what I mean? I love it. It's so, I could be in any mood whatsoever before kids class at 5 o'clock starts Monday through Thursday. I could be in an annoyed mood. I'm usually in a good mood, but sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
Once that class is over, 5:45, I am just full of energy and full of life.
That's awesome.
Every single day.
Lights you up, yeah.
Yep.
And I've worked at Athletic Republic Fame Strength and you know similar experiences like that. You see people and you're like, man, I hope you get this.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you get this.
This makes in my opinion, your involvement with SportzWire that much more authentic and important.
Thank you.
Because
Yes.
you give a whole different perspective. Like, these kids sometimes now, the way the emotional state is, the way social media is, the way the stimulus all over the place, right? These kids are maybe one or two bad things away that could really change their life in a bad way. Because there's so much, like
For sure.
online bullying, social media bullying, acceptance on social media, you know what I mean? Constantly watching your friends be successful on there when a lot of the time it's all bullshit anyways.
Well, everyone posts their highlight reel.
Right.
You know, and
I post once in a while, I'll post something positive on there. There's so much bullshit behind that made me work up to that. People lie too. Not everything's the truth.
Absolutely.
Not everything's the truth. But the kids are just fragile this day.
Definitely. And like in fairness, I feel like I was maybe fragile too.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have the most confidence.
Was. Yes.
I didn't have the most confidence growing up. And now there's all these studies with like the mental health of what social media brings. And like you said, everybody posts their highlight reel, the great thing. And I post all these great training things that I do at Fame or at AR or at Misericordia, and it looks great. But like, I've made so many mistakes. I don't post those. You're not going to want to come train with me if you see all the mistakes that I made. I'm going to post the good stuff because that's my resume, right? And that's what you see with all the kids growing up. Anymore, they're going to post when they look their best, when the angle was just right, or one of their highlights in sports and all that stuff. And if I'm a kid and I'm looking at that, like I'm comparing myself to that and probably losing confidence.
Yeah. Like a 185-pound lineman for like I want a trail is comparing himself to a 285-pound lineman from Montrose. Sure. At least that was the side when I played football. Right. I played against one of the Rebars from Mid-Valley.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He played for Wake Forest. Wow. One of the brothers.
Jeez.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He fucked me up for 4 years.
Oh,
nicest guy. I played nicest guy, but he used to drive me 10 yards to the other side of the field. He was so big and so powerful.
Oh, man.
And we switched over. Like the one guy, like Mike Denai, is like, Coach, I can't do anything against him.
Yeah.
All right, Dimitri, we're going to flip. I'm like, no problem.
Yeah.
I line up in front of him. I go, Jesus Christ.
Here we go. Yeah.
He weighs 100 pounds more than me, and he's a better football player.
Yeah.
That's going to be a losing battle for me.
What are you going to do?
Get him on the mats. We'll change. We can change things around a little bit. Unless he trains in the purple belt, then he'll fuck me up.
Yeah.
But another thing I want to get at, athletics are so important for kids. Why did you guys choose just high school? For that reason?
Well, to be fair, we don't just do high school. SportzWire does everything. Like we've done Little League, we've done colleges.
I love that.
I'm actively involved at Misericordia, and I'm actively involved in the lives of a lot of these kids. So now, like Misericordia is getting more. Tony Grenla, he is at a lot of Wilkes games. He gets a lot of college content. So now we've been down to Lehigh Lafayette. We are involving a lot more than just high school. And I think in fairness, like high school is predominantly mostly what you'll see.
That's what I was coming off of, the districts 2, 4, and 11, but you guys are expanding. I've definitely seen some other videos as well.
Yes.
But what was the original, I guess maybe my question was worded wrong. Why was it high school that was the main focus?
That's the most popular.
Okay.
I think that's just the most popular, and I think that's a great starting point. In high school football is popular. High school basketball is popular. High school sports people are invested in it.
They are.
And
there's so many parents invested into it.
So, and I think that's where the platform starts. And I think, thankfully, like I said, we're passionate about this, and we're continuing to expand. And like over the summer, we were scratching our head. This is our first year. I remember we just did track and went really well. We got great content. It was awesome. We highlighted a lot. And then all of a sudden sports was over. And we're scratching our heads. We're like, now what? And there's like, hey, Little League's going on. Why don't we go out here? Why don't we try to capture some content from this? And then it blew up, and it was awesome. And, and now like it's part of what we do. We capture this stuff.
How about, you guys ever think about getting involved more in mixed martial arts?
Yes. We have actually. Mm-hmm. I know. I've
seen some wrestling.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah. I believe Carrie was out at a event at Wilkes. semi-recently, maybe a couple months ago, something like that. But I mean, we're like, I know JB got skateboarding and, events.
That's pretty cool.
Everything. Like
maybe we could try an experiment.
Sure.
I'm going to York, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
December 13th for a big Good Fight tournament.
Okay.
So Good Fight, BJJ comes to Scranton once a year. It's a Scranton Scramble. They
Nice.
play up at the ice box.
Yes.
So it's a submission-only tournament, and we have a lot of kids that are competing in it. A lot of adults that are competing in it. Maybe I could be like we could trial.
Let's do it.
Little MMA correspondent. I get my microphone. I put a little MMA sticker on there, man.
I'm all for it.
I can just try. Let me just try to get some footage.
Yeah.
See what comes out on it, because I'm gonna have a lot of time. Those tournaments are marathons.
Yeah.
But I could obviously I record the matches. So some highlights, right?
Yeah.
Them on the podium. My buddy Mike that does a lot of content with me, he'll be there with his kids, and we could do like the interviews with the kids. Like, hey, well, how about that finish? It'll be a lot of fun.
Sure.
And we go to probably 6 or 7 tournaments a year, if not more.
Yeah.
And if it's something fun to add to the page, so I would just be like a correspondent in a way.
That's awesome. Yeah, let's do it.
That's what everybody does, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, definitely. That's
in.
going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm all for it. I think that'll be awesome.
Oh, my gi on and shit.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Yes.
I think about getting a food fight gi.
Yeah,
and
good.
like wear it in public.
I think you should.
Like
do
imagine
that.
me sitting in like a pizzeria with the gi on and my belt. I'm eating pizza. That'd be a good. That'd be like.
I'm for it, man. I love it.
I'll get pizza sauce on it. I'll freak out. Oh man, I appreciate you sharing your recovery part 2 because that's important to talk about. I know you brought that up to me and it came out naturally, so I wasn't going to get into it. But
I don't share it a lot. But I'm not.
You don't hide behind it.
I don't hide behind it though, and it's.
Some people are embarrassed by it.
Yeah, and it's just who I am.
You know what's funny? What's funny?
What's that?
Think about this. Think about the insanity of that. They're embarrassed about being sober, but wasn't embarrassed. They weren't embarrassed about being not sober.
I know, like 10 years ago, you're not.
I used to piss my pants, and I used to piss my pants at the baseball games now. But I don't want to tell the person at the baseball game next to me like, oh, I don't drink beer because I'm sober.
You're right.
That's embarrassing.
I put all this work in to change my life around, and I'm embarrassed about it.
Yep. When I left rehab, I told my counselor Kevin, I go, I'm ashamed to go home. He looked at me. He goes to me. He goes, are you ashamed or embarrassed? What's the difference? He goes, well, embarrassed, you did a stupid thing.
Yeah.
What do you say about it? He goes, ashamed, you're a stupid person who did a stupid thing. He said something about the other line, but it made so much sense. I'm like, I'm embarrassed. He goes, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
That's
People
it.
that really care. The ones that don't care, don't care.
Yeah.
And the ones that want to gossip, let them gossip.
Let them
they won't
gossip.
say it to my face. You know
That's
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
You know? I still get the random people I used to run with back in the day, over 10 years ago.
Wow.
Think about that crowd, right?
Yeah.
Randomly, every once in a while, either a message or in person. So one girl goes to me, and I feel bad. I'm surprised she's still alive, and I'm not saying that to be a jerk.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's still ripping and running the same way she was then. Brian, you had those Xanax you owe me? What?
Come on, man.
I'll give you a free weekend at the MMA gym if you want.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm not going to give you Xanax, though.
No. Yeah.
I can't touch it. I told you, I've had a drink I've had a few drinks over the years.
Yeah.
Some wine.
Hey, if it works,
Love
great.
a good Corona once in a while at the beach.
There you go.
I'm not sitting home getting booze. It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to Xanax parties.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Adderall parties.
Good.
That'd be a good party.
That would
But I'm not going there.
get a lot done.
Yeah.
You get a lot done.
I used to not get a lot done with the Adderall. I used to think I was.
Yeah.
But I would do the same thing 100 times.
Then I would go gamble or
I
something.
would literally do the same thing 50 times in a row at my house. It was insanity, bro, right?
Right.
But it was like, I'm not bringing myself around the things that ruined my life. People say, oh, that's the start. No, that may be the start for you.
Yeah.
Everybody's recovery is different. And I used to not like to talk about this part of my recovery. People are going to think I'm a sham or a fake.
Yeah.
What makes me a sham or a fake? I'm living the life to my fullest. I'm helping people out every single day. Just because I may have a drink once in a while, or I'm on the medical marijuana program, the medical marijuana program.
What do they call it? California sober?
Yeah, California sober. I still can't believe I go to a store to buy weed to begin with. It still blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
I used to buy in the alleys.
Yeah.
But it was simpler times for me back then. Yeah. It sounds crazy, but if you live the insanity, you probably were in insanity too. If you live the insanity
100%.
I fucking lived for years in 100%. My addiction, things are so calm now. I don't want that life anymore. I didn't have any direction in my life.
Nothing.
I was just working and just partying and doing eBay stuff. Like I didn't have any direction in my life. And the drugs brought me that excitement. It gave me that false sense of acceptance.
Sure.
People that always hang out every day, but in reality is we're all using each other.
Yeah.
Nobody cared.
Right.
Hey man, don't come to my house. Don't sell me those drugs anymore. I don't want them anymore. They're there the next day because they know you're going to say yes. I'm not going to throw you out. Oh, thanks for coming by. In reality, I'm like, oh, what an asshole. Like, I knock on the door. I look out, I go, this fucking asshole. I'm like, checking my pocket for money. I'm like, how much cash do I have on me? How much cash do I have on me? I'm like, I'll give me them all. And it was the same thing over and over and over. I didn't even enjoy watching sports.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't enjoy. The only thing I liked watching was wrestling back in the day. But everything else that made my life enjoyable flipped over. All I wanted to do was eat Adderall and run. Before that, it was other stuff too, but it was a little bit calmer. It was a constant mess.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they say you have to burn your life to the ground to like actually truly like find your way.
I got a DUI down here. January, right after New Year. I was up since New Year's Eve. I was pulling out Toys R Us back in the day. I miss Toys R Us. Rest in peace, Toys R Us.
I know. Just talking about Toys R Us.
Pulling out of there. I used to sell the wrestling figures all the time. Pulling out of there. Next thing I know, you know the Lamp Factory is right next to it up here, down here on 315. It goes Fridays, Lamp Factory.
Oh yes,
Old Pizza Hut.
Yes,
and then right.
Ocean's Lot.
Whatever the hell it's called, right? Yeah. So I was pulling out of Ocean's Lot. Fuck it's called. Pulling out of there. And somehow I ended up smashing into the Lamp Factory. Wow. Telephone pole next to it. So I don't know over the medium, up the wrong way, or up and around YouTube, up and around U-turn.
Yeah.
But I got DUI in January. 2 months later, I got the DUI papers in the mail. It was a Xanax DUI. And Concerta.
Goodness, yeah, because that's an upper too.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I couldn't talk.
That's a crazy mix.
I couldn't talk.
Of course you couldn't. That's a crazy mix.
You find out how to snort them.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
You can't snort those. Why? Oh, there's a candy shell on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a candy shell. You know what's inside? The candy, baby.
Yeah.
Scoop it out, So I couldn't fight it because I didn't have a prescription for the Concerta. I had a script for the Xanax. My lawyer explained testing your levels will cost you a fortune. First time you're in trouble, you get ARD.
Yeah.
I didn't make it to ARD. Oof. That wasn't my life burning all the way. That was me getting away with murder.
Yeah.
And chucking it up to me. Okay, I'll pay my debt now. Then I didn't last that long. Then I got arrested a few months later in June. And that was it. My life burned to the ground. When I'm in my own hometown police station, people I grew up with in handcuffs, chief asking me what the fuck's wrong with me, give me a little slap at the head.
Yep.
Brian, what the fuck's wrong with you? I need help.
Yeah.
Done. What was your breaking point?
I feel like for me, it was that I was in my hometown. I was living in my parents' basement, and it was like I was just drinking all the time, doing nothing.
You think nothing's wrong with being 30?
Yeah,
30 years old.
I was
in the basement.
Yeah,
You don't think nothing wrong with it?
Late 20s, it was probably like I was like 27, 28, and I just going through this, and I'm just drinking all the time. Like that's what brought me to my knees. Is I'm drinking all the time, no real job, nothing like that,
no direction,
and it's like in the middle of the day, and I'm drunk. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like this, and I'm like depressed out of my mind, and I'm like, this is my life, and I'm seeing like. My friends are and I didn't want to go out anywhere. I was so embarrassed because I'm in my hometown. There's, people I grew up with, friends of mine, and they're successful. They're happy. They've got lives. They got families. I got nothing.
What got you to that point? We're getting into it now.
I know.
Yeah. What got you to that point?
It's just kind of flipped. I don't know. Just that feeling. Because for me, rock bottom
What got you to the point of being a drunk in your mother's basement, parents' basement? What came before that? Or was just evolving into that?
Evolving. I mean, it was just like the party scene got more and more. Like people were getting away from the party scene, and I was just getting started.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I do. 100%. 100%.
Did I party in college and high school and stuff? Yeah, I
different,
did.
Though.
It wasn't like that.
It's different now.
And then, I played college and college basketball, and I played for basketball a little while after, and then after like people were starting to settle down, get jobs, get families, and like I was like going a different direction, and like and again, like I was in the strength and conditioning. I was doing that. I was coaching and doing that, but like that was kind of on the back burner, you know, and I was more so getting involved in like the party scene, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept going.
Yeah.
And just
get caught up,
burning and burn. And I was able to manage it for a long time.
Me too.
It was fine. Like everything was fine. And like, I was learning and growing in the field a little bit, and like, kind of like, I was getting there, and I was bartending, and I was a trainer, and then all of a sudden, like, I wasn't. And then it is like, I was actually playing in a band too. Mm-hmm. Like I was doing positive things for my life. And then like, it just got to a point where I'm moving home, and now I have nothing, you know, nothing positive is going on for me. So I have no money. I have nothing. I declared bankruptcy, and now I'm like, okay, now what? Like, am I going to
buy some booze?
Yeah, let's go buy some booze. I'll figure it out. You know, like,
that's what it was, right?
That's what it is. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Let me have a few drinks. I'll figure this out. But then I'm
more creative this way.
Right. Yeah, it's working out real well. So yeah, and then
just tonight.
Tonight. I put it down. I was like, yo, this sucks. Like, this is awful. And you know, I didn't know. You know, I am so fortunate to be where I'm at now. And I like, there's not a day that goes by where I'm not like extraordinarily thankful and extraordinarily grateful, because I think about those times. Like, what the hell was I doing? I should have been dead. Mm-hmm. What the hell am I doing here now? You know, like, this is like, I'm on borrowed time, brother. Like, I should be very grateful for this. And like you said, like, yo, we have bad days. I'm tired some days. And like, there's days where, you know, like, I'm just, I'm just in a mood or whatever it is. But like, I'm not that. I'm not who I used to be anymore. You know, I'm living a meaningful life now. So
Thanks for sharing that, bro. Because a lot of the SportzWire fans are going to see this, and kids need to hear that it's easy to ruin your life for a while.
It is,
or forever.
Yeah, I could have been ruined forever.
There's certain turns you take. There's certain paths you take in your life that doesn't bring you back to that main path for a very long time or at all. Yeah. Luckily for me, I took a really long detour, but I got back on that path. And I ask God every night, keep me from making the wrong turns. If I do make the wrong turns, bring me back.
Bring me back, man.
Bring me back faster.
Yep. Yes.
God help me through today. That got me through years and years of trouble.
Yeah.
God, just get me through today. I would feel immediately better.
Better, yeah.
Because I know whatever's going on up there, I know what I believe. And it makes me feel better. I even got a tattoo on my arm. You know, God, I come to you because I need guidance to be true.
Oh, I like that.
From Fiona Apple. Remember Fiona Apple?
I do remember
Criminal?
Fiona Apple, yes.
That's her first. I just added the God part. She didn't say, she goes, I come to you because I need guidance to be true.
Yeah.
I always loved that. I heard it very early in my sobriety.
It's deep.
Then I got into a car accident where I was okay. And I'm like, why didn't you just kill me, God? He's like, because start living the life you're wasting, right? So it was like, I need to be reminded gratitude. There's some times where I'm sitting home, even recently, a few months ago, I was going through it.
Yeah.
Financially, or whatever you want to call it, And I'm just like, this is better than I was 10 years ago, but this is still a problem right now.
Yeah.
It needs to be fixed. However, I got the roof over my head. The rent is paid. There's food in the fridge, right? There's more food if I need. I go buy more food if I need it.
Yeah.
I have resources. I have friends. I didn't have that 10 years ago. I did, but I didn't care.
Right.
They were all in the back burner.
Oh, yeah.
They're on the. Yeah. I didn't rip and run with my close friends. I avoided my close friends.
Avoided them. Like the plague.
But they were there to pick me up when I was down. My best friend, Rocco.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, bro, I was living in his mother's apartment at the time in my own neighborhood. He's like, you can't go back to that apartment. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm like, that's hard to hear from your best friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Go back in with my mother, right? But he was right.
Yeah.
He was right. I couldn't afford to live there anyway. I wasn't going to but he's like, I love you. I'm disappointed in you. You need to get your shit together. I went to rehab for a month. I came out. Who was there? Him, my other friends, my brother, my family.
Yeah, that's awesome.
People I was avoiding. My niece, I didn't get to see my niece and nephew grow up because I was one big part of it in the beginning was my job. My work in the casino hours were terrible. I missed everything. Holidays.
Sure.
Recitals, baseball, football games. Gosh. And they understood that. Yeah. My nephew even said to me after he heard all these stories, like, Brian, he goes, he'd be up the street where they lived, my old house.
Yeah.
In Old Forge. I would tell stories how I used to lay on the floor at Verandaral binge, not knowing if I'm alive or dead. He's like, Brian, this whole time, I'm up the street and you're down there doing that. I'm like I have no, they understand now what I went through. And I try to make up to them, but they're at school now, they're at college, they're in their 20s now. So it's like a whole different life for them. But I miss that.
Yeah.
I miss that. And that was my own fault. I chose to live that life, but we don't do that anymore.
That's right. That's right.
That's why
you learn and grow. And then
that's what it goes back to anyone hearing this message, whether you're a child, teenager, maybe you want to make some wrong choices, think about it first.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying don't have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Have fun. Have a blast. But
make good choices. Yeah. Especially if no matter what you are, but if you're an athlete, you're one fuck up away from burning your career in sports in high school and maybe college. One, you could be injured from it.
Yep.
Or it could be a bad look on social media. And that's the way you have to live these days.
That happens. Yes.
I'm very careful in public.
Somebody else can post.
Don't get me wrong.
Picture,
I want to keep my food brand spotless in a way, right? As much, but it's my job. I train children for a living. I can't be the scumbag food fight guy out there, and they bring their kid into the gym. Oh, you're that guy. Oh shit, that's gonna affect my job.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm not perfect by any means. You know what I mean? I go off the cuff sometimes. I say some stupid shit. But that's who I am, though. Too. I own it. I'll apologize to you.
Yeah.
If you don't want to forgive me, that's on you. I will genuinely apologize for my mistakes, and that's how we're here today.
Yeah.
If people didn't accept our apologies years ago, we wouldn't be here today.
We're human beings.
Yeah.
And I still make.
I'm understanding that more about people too. These can't be perfect.
No.
Relationships can't be perfect.
No. Yeah.
And to think that a relationship with a woman or a man, whatever it is, we could be that really happy, perfect couple.
Yeah.
It's not fucking realistic. No. And I just recently had to discover that. And it was a big opening for me.
Yeah.
Not like I was seeking perfect. I was fucking A. I was like, why are we arguing? We don't have to argue. We don't have to fight. But maybe that was causing some of the problems to begin with.
Sure. Yeah. You're going to have arguments.
When I could step back and see it through the field. Okay. It's my mistakes.
Yeah.
My mistakes. Yeah.
Admitting mistakes. Mm-hmm. And that is such a big, admitting your wrongs and mistakes in a relationship.
How good of a feeling is
relationship.
How good of a feeling is
it? It is. Take the pressure off.
I made a mistake at work last month. I counted a re-sign as a sale. So you know what I mean? So a sale and a re-sign, I get a percentage of that every month.
Okay.
A sign up is a new sign up for the month. I get a sale for the month.
Sure.
So that particular sign up put me into bonus level. So payroll's already done. I didn't get the check yet. I'm scanning documents in. I'm looking at the one piece of paper. I go, thinking the kid's name. I'm like, I go, why did I count this as a sale? It was a re-sign. So day goes by. I'm like, I can't not tell them about it. I mean, damage is already done. What are they going to do? I'm like, no. I'm like, it's waking me up.
Yeah.
I go in there. I told him this. I go, Tyler, just so you know, I counted so-and-so as a sale. He's looking at me. He's like, all right. I go, I give you the bonus back. He's like, he's like, nice. You work hard, blah, blah, blah. You're telling me about it. And he's like, we're just going to take one. He goes, whatever sales you get this month, if you get 20, it's going to be 19.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'm like, that counts.
Fair enough.
So now I'm sitting home for the last few days. I go to him. Well, this happened last month. At the beginning of the month. I go to him yesterday. I go, Tyler, I'm like, we're bullshitting. I go, listen, I don't feel right keeping that money.
Wow.
And he goes, well, I'm not taking it back. He goes, listen to me. He goes, if the gym was in a certain situation, we may need it back. But he goes, gym's doing good. You do a good job down here. I make sure you're covered. All this kind of. That's the type of people I work for.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
To have him and the other owners of the other gym and for their business plan, the way they want to grow. That's where I know I made the right decision years ago. I left my old job to go work for them because he could have very easily been like, we need that back. And I'd be like, fucking hey, here it is.
Shame on you. Yeah, right.
But he's like, you being honest with me.
That's great.
And not keeping it. That's what's important to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's the people I got to deal with every day.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love it.
It makes it easier to work for people like that, right?
Yeah. And then it makes me want to work harder for them. I've been with them from day one when the gym opened. Not as their employee, but as an instructor there and a member.
Yeah.
And I know what they're growing.
That's awesome.
Just like you know what you're growing with SportzWire.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I believe in the people behind it.
Yes. Absolutely. I believe in every single one of these guys. Yeah.
Oh man, what a great conversation.
Great. This is wild. Yeah. It took a lot of turns and
it went really well.
Yeah.
A few questions before I go, but also one more comment. You were a drummer, huh?
I still am a drummer.
My father was a drummer.
Really?
I grew up him and his friends, 80s and 90s, playing in the basement twice a week, if not.
That's awesome.
Hey, Dad, I found my first CD I ever bought was Stone Temple Pilots. Plush,
Nice.
the core album.
Okay, yeah.
Plush is one of my favorite songs.
Plush, great song.
Dad, could you guys sing Plush? What's that? Threw the CD down the stairs. 15 minutes later, they're playing Plush.
Playing it. Oh,
And they're playing Dead and Bloated. And
Nice.
they're playing Wicked Garden. They're playing the whole album.
Nice. That's awesome.
Within 15 minutes.
All right.
My father tried to teach me, but he's a lefty.
Ooh, that's
I'm a
tough.
righty.
Yeah, that's tough.
He couldn't teach me righty. He's like, bro, I can't
That's
teach you.
yeah,
He goes,
yeah.
I've been playing the drums lefty for fucking 30 years.
That's a whole different world. Yeah.
That I could not, I don't know how the fuck you guys hit the drum, push that pedal at the same fucking time.
Oh yeah, hi-hats going.
And do the
yeah.
hi-hat.
Oh my
and
goodness.
it's different things too. It's like, my mind wants to explode.
Yeah.
That's awesome that you play the drums. I love
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Love
Still
that.
take lessons. I still take lessons. I love it. Yeah.
That's great.
I still
That's
do it. Yeah.
fantastic.
I still stay active with it. You know.
I always say it. I never took it upon myself, but I would like someday play the piano.
There you go. That's what I grew up on the piano. My mom made me take lessons. Super grateful for that.
I would like
because
that very
set
much.
the foundation
Yeah.
for all the other music.
Very
Yeah.
relaxing.
Yeah.
All right,
I hope you
important
do
questions coming up.
Oh, hit me with it.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza. I love it.
What's your spot?
My spot, probably Sabatini. Sabatini's is right next to my house, and I will eat it all the time.
Oh, you live
That's
down that way?
Yes.
You're getting a Wawa soon.
I know.
Are you going to be at the potato chip eating contest Saturday morning?
I
A
did
Sabatini's
not
bottle?
know about it. Now, yeah, I didn't know about it. Maybe I will have to attend.
I will be there emceeing.
Really?
Yes.
I might have to come see you.
Yes,
You're cool. You're a cool guy.
Yeah,
man.
10 o'clock or 11 o'clock start. So it's potato.
Okay, all
Good
right.
thing I fucking looked at my calendar.
Yeah,
I
right.
thought it was Sunday.
Good.
Tell you what, the busier I'm getting,
Oh, it's tougher to remember.
I don't think, I'm not really that busy. But then I get this, then I get this. I'm like,
I'm pretty busy.
I'm like, I got to write some shit down.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I got to write some shit down. So pizza, Sabatini's.
Sabatini's.
Okay.
I got to give Sabatini's a shout
What about
out.
up in hometown, Dallas? The bowling alley?
The bowling alley has
That's some
that
shit, bro.
General Tso's pizza.
Yes.
Dude, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But just a regular fried pizza, too.
it's still
very
good.
fluffy.
Yeah, it's still good.
so good.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
hidden gem. Hidden gem. Yeah.
Really, really good. What food are you eating 24/7? Every day, all day.
All right. So just as like a health thing, I go yogurt because we were.
So you would eat yogurt the rest of your life?
I would.
As the only food?
No, but
That's the
well,
question.
maybe.
That's the question.
Is it for enjoyment or
Nope.
for like?
Well, you look at it your own. You got to make some right choices.
I know.
Same food, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Is the only food you're going to eat.
Because here's my thing, and
Pizza's the best
I'll
answer.
explain. Well, I would pizza. If it was like, hey,
Eat
you
the
have one
vitamins.
food, I'll just eat pizza. all the time. But it's so hard to get enough protein in.
Yes.
Okay. So I always try to start my day with yogurt, and like, do I like yogurt? It's okay, but like I get it in, and I have 25 grams of protein I'm starting with.
I start my morning off with, I'm not a yogurt fan. I start off with 8 ounces of Fairlife milk
Ooh, nice.
and a scoop of Nature's Best Islay Pure Protein. 40 grams of protein, 250 calories.
Nice.
And my
There you
scoop
go.
of creatine every
Creatine, yeah,
single
creatine's
morning.
okay, yeah.
Now I wonder, is the inflammation in my body sticking around a little bit longer because I drink milk every day? I don't know.
Maybe.
There's studies saying yes, there's studies saying no. I don't fucking know what's going on.
knows?
I know I'm getting that 40 grams of protein in the early morning.
That's it.
Then I eat my lunch. I'm already 100 grams in
That's it.
by 3 o'clock.
Nice.
Yes.
There you go. Very
and
good.
then I snack a lot throughout the rest of the day. You're on death row. We didn't make it out of our addiction.
yeah.
So we're on death row, for whatever.
I did something.
Yeah. What's your last meal?
My mother's meatloaf.
I love it.
1000%. That is the best.
Tomato sauce on top or the ketchup?
She does a brown sugar sauce. It is brown sugar ketchup. It is unbelievable. I can shout out to my mother. Unbelievable cook. And
Love
listen,
that.
my wife is amazing too. My
Yeah,
wife
yeah.
is unbelievable. And I'm so spoiled because I have my mother and I have my wife. So like I'm a terrible cook because I just don't need to cook.
That's great.
Yeah.
Love that.
But
Oh,
my
jealous.
mother's meatloaf, 100%.
Good answer.
Yes.
My answer is my mother's eggplant parm.
Ooh.
Brian, what's your last meal?
My last meal?
I've asked you before. I've had to ask you before, haven't I?
I don't think so.
Oh wow.
Oh, jeez.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna ask you today either.
That's not for today.
What's your answer?
I don't know.
All right, you get back to me in December.
I have no idea.
You get back to me in
That's your
December.
deadline,
I should have
December.
Brian as a guest on the show.
You should. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a nice
I'm not
guy.
that interesting.
Huh?
I'm not that interesting.
We can figure it out. We can do a PA episode.
Yeah.
We can do a PA episode. Well, Matt, I appreciate you coming on
Oh,
Food
thanks
Fight.
for having me. Yeah.
Matt Flanagan from SportzWire. Please tell every listeners where they can follow you.
Every
follow
like,
brands.
you know, SportzWire is on social media. We are on every social media outlet out there. SportzWire with a Z. Sports with a Z. Wire.
Sports.
So that is
oh,
it.
Yeah. ZZ.
Check us out.
Love that. Awesome. I have some partying gifts for you here. I may not have everything in stock, but these are my table sponsors.
Wow. Nice.
So they're always presented every episode. You like a big fan of granola?
Love it.
My sister's granola.
Nice.
She makes it over at the Laura Carter. She makes it over at the shared space in Wilkes-Barre, right over the bridge there, one of the old churches.
Yeah.
She's in the kitchen twice a week. She literally made that. She made it. We bagged it. And I'm going to give you that first bag right there to take home with you.
Thank
All
you
right?
so much.
Are you a
Amazing.
fan of sweet sauce pizza?
Love it.
Or Carolyn Janelle's?
Yes.
Spot I grew up.
Wow. Okay.
Give you a jar of that as well.
Thank
Brian, I got
you.
to give him the table jar. I have more. I gave the table jar last time. He goes, Brian goes, these are the table. These are the table jars.
I feel special.
Yeah, so I got some partying gifts for you. One of my good friends, Jay Nardone, owns Genoa Wholesale Foods.
Okay.
He's been sponsoring the show from the beginning.
Awesome.
I'm not going to be giving you the big can of tomato sauce,
darn it.
but I have some spices for you.
Amazing.
All right.
Cool. Yes.
And then Happy Boy Scotch sauce there. Absolutely delicious.
Wow.
If you're looking for like a different type of hot sauce that's not Frank Red's or Tabasco, a little thicker, a little sweeter, that's the sauce to go.
I like that.
That's the sauce to go.
I'm
You
sure
got
I'll
animals?
enjoy it.
You have
I
animals?
have 3 cats.
Cats?
3 cats, yeah.
Wow. I give you Carly's card, but she don't do cats.
Okay.
She don't do cats. All right.
enough.
She just does the doggies.
Dogs, okay.
Does a great job with them as well. Man, great episode.
Yeah, thank you so much
Turned
again.
into SportzWire and a little fight for life too.
That's it. Yeah.
Love
that's
that. I
right.
appreciate you being open and sharing some of your story.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. My name is Brian DiMattei. This is the Food Fight Podcast coming to you from Conversion Works Media right down here in Wilkes-Barre. Awesome. Thank you, pal.
Cool. Yeah, you got it.